Hey guys, we're in an abandoned house today. As you can see, many items remain. It still looks pretty old, even though there are some calendars from 2015, but the structure seems really old. I mean, it's been built for many years, and I'm going to show you everything that's left of it. This would be the main entrance, and from here we go into this small dining room. Look at the 2015 calendar we found. Check out what's still in this display case. For shaving and everything. You do? Let's close here. Let's see if from here we can show more of what it is. The entrance, the foyer. And let's go to the kitchen. And notice that they still have everything. Everything is in its place. That must have been there for years. Look at this dish rack. And the plates also look really old. Except for the bridges, they don't look very old. No, really, it doesn't have a kitchen as such. I don't know where they would cook in this house. Olive oil. I'm not wearing the gloves, but let's see if we can find them. The expiration date. Not the expiration date. Fixed date. In the mortar. The petrified soul. Look, now we know how they cooked on a grill. And over the coals, which they would do here in the fireplace. Everything is so tidy, huh? And a bucket, because there's a well around here. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a well nearby. Well, let's get out of the kitchen. take a look at this room, okay? The floor is really smoky. How detailed are the chairs? Look at the upholstery. Incredible. Both upholsteries are in Arabic style. Well, I've seen it. Wow, there's a photo. So here, look at the floor. It's a bit of a hassle walking around here. Look how old it is. Okay, that over there will need to be pixelated. A calendar from 1998. Well, there are clothes here and not much else. Let's close it. Let's see. Let's see. Look at this sink. Let's see. With the mirror right in front. And in theory, it's here. There should be a bowl down here for the leftover water, so it would fall into the bowl. Here I would have space for the towels for the soap. And it keeps the stopper. Look, what a tiny stopper. It's amazing to find things like this. See this room and all it holds. Look at that painting. Here's a trunk, but it's like the other one. There's only clothes or blankets. So we're not even going to open it. Besides, the painting is right on top, and we'd have to remove it to open it. And look at this, huh? What a sewing machine. It's incredible. Those things over there that look like threads, they're actually cobwebs. Really old. Look at all the ornamentation it had, huh? The amount of detail it had. And over here, on the side as well. This was an extension of the table. Buttons. Even a peseta. Everything you need for sewing. Look, it even has serial numbers. What details? For a sewing machine, how detailed it is. Now you buy one and they make it out of plastic and without any details. And here they had tools. For farming. Look at these. They're already old, huh? And these ones here too? Look at everything. Look, espardeñas, I think that's what they're called. And apparently there are books here. Let's see if I can take one out. It's a catechism book. Let's see if you can see it. I'm going to lower the light intensity. Second grade catechism. How old? Look at this one. They even put a towel on this one. It even has marble here. A comb. This one is much more elaborate. Since they did put a handle on it. And a little plate. I guess it was for the bar of soap. Look at the photographs. How old they are, man. Here, apparently, they've taken apart the room. This closet is locked. It won't open. Well, I'll have to paint later, but I'll show you. This is a diploma. Merit, Diploma of Merit for Best. You just can't see it well. Homeland and Honor. Look at this room. It's the most intact one. Amazing. Everything is in its place. There's even clothes hanging here. ungraded readings. Careful, 1941. East of Mallorca. They're photos. Yes, they're photos of Mallorca. Eye of God, Cesana. Lucky. Whoa. A Lucky Formen Cologne. Let me see if I can find a picture that, if I'm not mistaken, Johnny took from an abandoned place we went to. There was a rather lurid ad, so to speak, very sexist. I'm gonna put up the image of the ad. Let's see if I can find it. Wow. There are coins. Some of them are in bad shape. A Christ figure. They were very Christian here. What a beautiful cross this is. These are really old photos, huh? I mean, from the 80s. I don't know. But they're not really dated. They're very, very old. Beautiful. Yes, I imagine they stopped living in this house many years ago, but I don't think they stopped coming here until not too long ago. I mean, it's really full of crap and all, but I don't think it's been completely abandoned for many years because it's still in pretty good shape. Let's get this out of the way and go out to the terrace. If I can open it, of course. Okay, yes. Look at the terrace they had, huh? In the room with your little bench to sit on. And look at the view. A little heather bush there. Well, the place itself, the house itself, I really loved it. I hope you did too. And if you liked the video, give it a like, and I'll see you at the next place. See you next time.